For them, it's just a phase. All right, so all thought experiments need a control. So we're going to start with the app of record for American culture, TikTok.
Let's sneak this in, bitch. I bring it to your front door.
Hello, and don't blame it on you drunk, bitch, cause we could wall a hoe.
The whole clique gon' follow hoe.
Be at your door like dominoes.
Bitch.
Respectfully.
Let's sneak this in.
Okay, so this is Saucy Santana and Young Miami, and you can see, and I apologize for the language, but I mean, if it's on TikTok, come on guys, come on YouTube, you can't punch me for that. But I'm not even saying it. But listen to this is just just kind of a baseline. This is kind of like the kind of representation for I'm going to refer to it as the bad B behavior, I guess. This is the bad B behavior. So we'll let you listen one more time so you can get a baseline.
Let's sneak this in, bitch. I bring it to your front door.
Hello, and don't blame it on you drunk, bitch, cause we could wall a hoe.
The whole clique gon' follow hoe.
Be at your door like dominoes.
Bitch.
Respectfully.
Now, what I find really interesting about this clip is that not only are you seeing this out of the, I don't know Saucy Santana's, I'm not even going to assume what gosh, what pronoun? His, her, their, his sexual persuasion is, but he's the mannerisms of the bad bee. He's got it down, right? So you can see two examples of it. In both Young Miami and in Saucy Santana. But what this video is I want you to see it mimicked, and I want to see what happens after it's mimicked. So this is Bad Barbie, and I think I said Barbie. It's Bad Baby, right? One of the two. But I want you. What the sound is not important. I just want you to look at the dress. Look at the dress. Look at her. This is basically her way of kind of mimicking the quote unquote bad bee persona or the bad bee outfit, right? The super short shorts with the overly fluffy flip flops, right, or sandals, right? And I don't really know her backstory. I don't really care to know it, but clearly part of her story is that I don't know if she grew up basically thinking that I'm a black woman in a white woman's body, right? I don't know if she grew up that way or if she kind of acculturated it or she kind of developed it. I don't know that part. Well, what I do know is that this is kind of sort of the way that she views the embodiment of being a bad bee, right? Now I want to show you another TikTok, and this is just a chick that's kind of mimicking the behavior, okay? So I want you to kind of see the lens through which it's seen from the other side, right? And this is kind of a comedy sketch, so.
Fuck you looking at, bitch.
Okay, so we have the gum chewing, we have the bag hanging out, we have the what do you call it, the halter top, I guess, with the revealing whatever. They have the super long nails and the bad language, and and so she's mimicking the hot Cheeto chick, okay?
Grabbing this boys got me messed up. Trey, I knew that was you. Like, you got me messed up and shit. That's why your dad ain't come home with the milk.
Okay, so I think that's enough for this TikTok, but notice her play on the fingernails in particular. The fingernails is with the ball pens. That's kind of her way of kind of mimicking the exaggeratedly long fingernails that we're kind of seeing in the in the bad bee culture, right? But this is a portrayal of how she sees the culture. Now, these next three TikToks, they're actually videos of girls that actually had their phase where, and you'll see retired ghetto white girl. So I want you to watch the video, and then I want you to watch the title of the video, because those are both very important, okay? So take a look. So there's no music in this video. This is kind of her when she's doing her whole thing. See if I can catch her. This is when she was doing the This is where she was doing the braids. And so I guess the people that knew her, the people that knew her probably knew her when she was, doing the, I want to get the picture of her in the braids. Yeah, right there. So this is probably how she behaved. She probably had like the kind of like, the sassy kind of whatever thing going in this point of her life. And I guess part of the reason that TikTok is is kind of to remind her or the friends on her TikTok how she used to be. Now, this is the kicker to this video. I want you to watch kind of how she's looking back on it. Pound green screen, pound, I'm embarrassed, right? So what she's basically saying is that it was a phase that I went through, and then once I was done with the phase, I said, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to go back to just being a normal chick, which you can see at the beginning of the video there, right? None of that is ghetto, the bad B, any of that. She's back to being a regular, normal white woman, white girl, or white lady, right? So we're going to see this again in the second video. It's only fair that I expose my ghetto white girl phase, right? So she's going to show how she went through her phase similarly. And then at the end, she's back to, I'll let this play again. She's back to doing her thing where she basically says, okay, I'm back to normal, sweet little white, regular white girl. Now I want you to take a look at her title for this video. I apologize to my parents for all the time for living with whatever that was. So what she basically said is that she used that as a kind of rebellious phase, right? And then once she got through that rebellious phase, she said, you know what, I'm going to go back to acting like her, whatever her norm was. And then you hear Sam says, I miss Brooke. She says, she's still in there. She's hiding somewhere inside me. I'm just back to the basic white girl I always was. Now, it's really interesting to see that, I wouldn't call it a transformation, but almost kind of like a resignation that, okay, I went through my rebellious phase, I did all that stuff, and now I'm going to just go back to, you know what? I'm going to be just normal, the girl that I was raised to be, and I'm going to give all of that up. And then there's the last one. So I think she says she's Hispanic, so one thing you'll probably see if you travel the world, you'll see kind of this kind of expanding or this kind of like mimicking of the bad B culture, if you will. But again, that bad B culture, especially for girls that are growing up, you can see this is a relatively nice house. They're growing up in that kind of environment. That is kind of a phase. They go through the phase, then they put it down. Okay, so I'll let you watch it. And so this is how apparently how she used to dress, how she used to act. And while you're watching that, I want you to watch, I'm sorry y'all had to see me in that phase, recovering hot Cheeto girl, right? So what she's basically saying is that I went through she's kind of apologizing here, but I went through my rebellious phase where I acted like this, and I was kind of that girl, and then, then I went back to just being, ladylike. Now, I want to stop the tic-tac when she gets close enough so you can see, get a little bit closer. So she sees it as super long eyelashes, halter top, and being ready to fight. So that was kind of her way of kind of seeing the bad B culture, right? Now, one thing that you'll notice in all of these TikToks, all three of these, is that they went from the I'll show this one here too. When they were in they went from this kind of wholesome phase or fuel or not, whatever, I don't know, regular girl, not ghetto girl phase. She went from a normal, white girl, regular girl phase, normal, regular white girl, white woman phase. And they had that phase where they say, you know what, I'm going to rebel. I'm going to do my rebelling. I'm going to be the thing that probably will piss off my parents the most possible. And what was that? That was acting like this, right? It was acting like, I guess I got to play it again. Acting like
all that sneak dissing, bitch, I bring it to your front door.
Hello, and don't blame it on you drunk, bitch.
Okay, so that was what was going to upset their parents the most. So they went through a phase where they acted that way, and their parents probably were thinking, I don't understand why they're being so rebellious, but you know, all kids go through that rebellious phase. But they see that bad B culture is the way that they can piss off their parents the most. So with that, I just want to say, for people that, you know, that you're getting your passports and considering moving overseas, all of your kids are going to have a rebellious phase. And I would just say that it would be it would be nice if your rebellious phase is not mimicking, you know, Young Miami and Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion and WAP and no voting, no fucking. So if you could go somewhere where you can kind of find a place where you're not going to expose your young daughters to that, and so when their rebellious phase is, it might be, they'll have a rebellious phase, it just won't be, you know, city girl rebellious phase. It'll be maybe something a little bit more innocent than that, because I mean, our culture is kind of devolving into more and more ratchet and more sexual by the day. But anyways, I saw these commonalities and I wanted to talk about that. So if you guys have any comments, please like, subscribe, throw your comments down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.